Turning the world, the falcon cannot hear the falcon and things fall apart. The center cannot hold mere anarchist laws upon the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely welcome you to Unia Digital Media. My name is Paul Mensa Makiso Yao Dali Babo. Yes, so in today's episode, I came to reveal to you that the government of Ghana, through the Ministry of Interior, has decided to deport some foreigners. Yes, for a crime that they've committed. What is it that they've done? What crime have they committed that the government of Ghana has decided to actually deport these foreigners back to their various countries? These are many more coming your way. And if you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop new content, you'll be the first to get notified. Now let's get started. Yes, so the news that has actually befallen on our days bears it that the Interior Minister, that is Honorable Mohamed Mubarak Muntaka, has actually revealed that his government has taken a decision thereby deporting a lot of foreigners, over 107 foreigners, back to their countries for a reason that they've committed so many crimes. What are the crimes? Yes, so he mentioned that these people that they've actually deported committed are involved in activities of galamsey and fraud. Yes, so when we talk about galamsey, simply we refer to the illegal mining activities that is actually polluting the water bodies and the environment of Ghana, and this has been orchestrated by so many people. So the reason for this deportation is actually hinged on two things, as I mentioned early on.
The foreigners that we find in those forests, what do we do to them? Since I became the Minister of Interior, we have returned well over 107 citizens of other countries that we have found in fraud and in galamsey activities. I want to reiterate to the regional police commanders in particular that any foreigner that we find in our forest, immediately call your colleague from the immigration for them to pick them, because we have decided that any foreigner that we find in our forest or involved in any fraud, our first option is to repatriate them back into their country. And we will not compromise on this. So as regional police commanders, I have written to the IGP insisting that if any commander, we found that you get foreigners and you cannot forward them to us for repatriation, then that may mean that you may not want to stay in that region, and therefore we may have to remove you to where maybe you may not have to see galamseyers or illegal people conducting activities in our country.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it all. That is the Minister of Interior, Honorable Mohamed Mubarak Muntaka, speaking to the media, and he actually revealed it all to the world, what these people actually did that compelled the government of the day, that is the government of Ghana, to deport them back to their countries, their various countries. And he has actually made a lot of revelation with regards to this particular issue. So also on the issue of galamsey, the minister has also outlined some steps that the Ghana government has actually put in place in order to combat the galamsey, that is the illegal mining activities. Let's work this out.
The galamsey, I've seen written to the IGP that henceforth, any equipment that we find either in our forest or galamsey site, the chassis number of that vehicle or that equipment be forwarded immediately to us, and then we'll get the owner. So if you are renting your bulldozer or other equipment to galamseyers and you are sitting at home, yes, we go to the site, they run away, but we have the chassis on the facility, the truck, and we will come pick you at home. And I've written to the IGP, this is something that we need to look at.
Undoubtedly, it is clear that the government, of the day, and in the past government have actually find it difficult to, combating galamsey activity, that's illegal activities in this country. Yes, so it's actually a worry situation in this country, and any government, anyone who comes in power, will actually want to put out some measures in order to, curb this situation. Still on the issue of Galamsey, the minister went ahead to stress that, in fact, he had actually put in place another plan, okay, targeted at transferring all the police commanders, okay, at the areas where these mining activities are going on, and the police commanders that are stationed at the regional, divisional, and then the district level will all be transferred to different places so that new people will be brought in there in order to see how to manage issues of Galamsey, because it appeared that having these people, okay, commanders at post, actually not yielding any good result. So there is the need for them to think forward and bring in new people that they think that they can actually do the work right for them. So the police commanders in these areas, these mining areas, should be in the know that they'll be transferred. And I know by now they are fully abreast with this development. One thing that the minister failed to actually put out is the fact that he mentioned that these people that they actually deported, most of them, or some of them, were involved in fraud activities. Yes, undoubtedly, he mentioned that. But he failed to actually reveal the kind of fraud acts, okay, that these people have involved. Personally, I wish that the minister had actually spelled out the fraud activities that these people were involved. With that notwithstanding, it's still all not bad, revealing that yes, so the deportees were actually involved in two acts. There is some in the Galamsey activities, others in the fraud activities. I think it's actually breathtaking at this moment. Well, this is where we draw the curtains. The dew of the day has crept upon our thoughts, and nature must obey its necessity. Until we meet again, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop new content, you'll be the first to get notified. My name is Paul Mensa Makiso Yao Dalibabo, aka Paul Lingua, aka the Africa Orator.